when he retired around 1998 or something like that, and I think from then on his life really began, because he began volunteering. He had all this time, and he just freely gave his time away. That was his hobby, that was his pastime, that was what he did on his spare time, and he loved doing it.
He concentrated on what he loved, which was, at one point, he became a counselor at the College of San Mateo with a target population of APIs. I know he does great work with Nyomachi Little Friends Child Care Center. I remember one day on a field trip right before he passed, and I didn't know he was quite ill at the time, but I saw at the back of the little children with the teachers this volunteer, and there was Bo. He's done work with Japanese Community Youth Council, and particularly with Kimochi in the formulation of our years. He was one of our main supporters. So I always talk about Bo, that he never married, but indeed what he did was marry the community and contributed.
We used to call him Old Man Bo back in the days, and then I saw him here this like 30 years later. Hey Bo, you're still around, you know, you're still old. You know. He said, yeah, so he said, you're still stupid. And that's how Bo was, that's how his sense of humor was.
And I was like, for a guy who talks a lot to being Buddhist, you can cuss sure a lot. But I think it was just his way of being endearing in many ways. He was brutally honest with his words, and at the same time, he said it with such care and love. So in that way, I adapted to the way he spoke.
Say something. What? Just say something, speak.
This man has dedicated all his life to helping others. I think someone once said in a quote about Bo that for a man who was 80 years old, he did more than 100 years of community service, and that said, you know, and that speaks the truth. Bo is willing to help anyone in need. You ask him, he'll be there.
His mission was to help you. When Bo asked you, hey, how you doing? You know, he really wanted to know how you were doing. I mean, he was serious. And if you say, well, you know, I'm doing this and that, and he would say, oh, do you need any help with that? And that's just how he was. All he wanted to do was to help people.